He's been described as a risk-taker, agent provocateur, lyrical technologist, master architect. His works as brave, experimental and uniquely Australian. His award-winning houses are known globally for their sculptural beauty and direct response to our ancient land. His own house, a simple tent on Sydney's northern beaches. From this week, he'll also be known as Australia's latest gold medalist. He's Peter Stutchbury, the 2015 recipient of the nation's highest architectural prize. Peter is recognised internationally for the creation of sensitive, sustainable buildings responding directly to their place, climate and nature, and inspired in part by his deep understanding of the Australian landscape and Indigenous forms of inhabitation.
If you do design buildings or design places to be that relate to where they are, that has to be an advantage to the building or to the place, because it brings it more alive, or it makes it more responsive or responsible.
Best known works include 2 Sydney houses, Springwater and Bay House, both recipients of the nation's top residential housing award, and 2 rural projects, the Deepwater Woolshed near Wagga Wagga and Invisible House near Oberon. His international work includes a house in Japan for one of the world's most revered designers, Issey Miyake, and a commercial spa currently under construction in Taiwan.
I believe you can apply those principles of pattern making to various places around the world. For instance, in Japan, I spent the first week in Japan walking around the landscape and urban regions around the site and speaking to local people about weather and speaking to the client a lot about weather. He'd been there for 20 years. And looking and observing of how things reacted. For instance, I could feel the ocean through my feet. And I asked about it, and it happened to be volcanic basalt. It transmitted movement and feel very easily. So, I knew that our foundations were going to be susceptible, and then I asked about that, and they said, oh, there's hot water down there, it's thermal springs. So, by looking at and feeling a place, you can understand patterns.
Accepting the gold medal, Peter said he was humbled and rendered speechless by the very deep honour, particularly when reflecting on previous recipients.
It was quite a humbling feeling that I would be nominated for such a thing, and to think of the people beforehand who've received the medal and the respect I hold them in. So I was sort of speechless for a while. And then I did, even though I wasn't meant to, I did share it with my mum.